Hello baseball fans, hope everybody's doing awesome out there, getting excited about this offseason, the trade speculations. Haven't hit like or subscribe yet? Please do so. Brand new YouTuber, so really appreciate your support. Best way you can do that is by hitting like and subscribe. And hey, I got prizes coming down the line for subscribers as well, just to say thank you, so you'll get in on those too. So, the Blue Jays, the speculations are ramping up. Everybody knows we need a big starting pitcher. I'm disagreeing with spending $80 million on somebody like Verlander, or well north of $100 million on somebody like DeGrom. Yeah, I know, they're big names, but there's a lot of risk when you're carrying pitchers of that age. I'd rather get the deal done with maybe somebody like Noah Syndergaard. But to pivot about what this vlog is really about today is the understatement that the Jays, or the priority that's lack of, with their outfield. And you might be like, well, their outfield's great. They got Springer, we got Teoscar, we got Lourdes, Gurriel, and that's all true. But next year is going to be a different tune. Let's look at the Blue Jays outfield for next year. We always said, George Springer was not going to be a center fielder for the entirety of his 6-year contract. We always envisioned pivoting him to a corner, perhaps, and then maybe even being the DH for his last year of the contract. That's just what happens when you sign big contracts for them and you got a bit of an aging player. And nothing against that. I think George Springer will still be productive if we move him into the corner and even a DH into his late 30s. However, Teoscar has turned down 2 contract extensions with the Blue Jays. He's going to walk. He's going to be a free agent. He's going to get a big contract. And those numbers and the amount that it's going to take to sign Teo, Jays are going to get outbid. Lourdes Gurriel, same thing. If the Jays don't lock him up with an extension this offseason, he's going to walk as well. So now our outfield for next year consists of an aging George Springer. Nothing against it. I said he'll have the production. The defense, though, and injuries make me a little suspect. And that's why I think the time is hot. And I think the Jays need to make a pivotal trade this offseason. I already said if they're moving Bo, it better be for a starting pitcher. And I also suggested moving Alejandro Kirk for prospects. But as I think about it and see the Jays' need to stay competitive, I don't think it's prospects for Kirk that we need. We need a star outfielder. Somebody like Bryan Reynolds. And you might be saying, well, there's no need for Pittsburgh to take Alejandro Kirk. They got good catching prospects, and that's true. But you take a team like the Houston Astros, who still want to be competitive, win next year as well. They have the prospects to make this deal done. And maybe the Jays have to explore a big 3-team trade. Send Alejandro Kirk and maybe Kevin Biggio off to the Astros. And a whole ton of prospects from the Astros to the Pittsburgh's way to land somebody like Bryan Reynolds. All-star, outfielder, plays multiple positions, switch hitter, going to be arbitration eligible or signed for at least 2 more seasons. Those are ticking off the boxes that the Jays need to be competitive for the future. And that's why I'm a little concerned about the lack of discussion about getting us an outfielder for next season. Certainly somebody bigger than Raimel Tapia. He'd be an awesome bench addition, but he's not the future of the Blue Jays outfield. Or certainly I hope not. Let me know what you think below. Do you think the Jays can hammer out a deal with Teo or Lourdes? Do you see the future and do you see that concern? Maybe it's just me and maybe I'm overreacting. Always appreciate to hear what you have to say below. Let me know. Please hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. And most important, hope everybody stays safe. Ramble on, guys. Talk soon.